March Messages Maelstrom. So I had originally started this program on Zoom. So we were there for a while. Uh, and now I've moved over to here to Facebook Live to make it easier for people, to join and to access, the program here. So I am on live. So I'm just waiting for an audience to join me, and we'll get on with spot readings, for the month of March. For those of you who are interested, you can catch the first part of this program, later on Facebook. I will be posting it as usual. So you can hear a bit about the March astrological report and some of the incredible aspects that are taking place, for this, particular month. It will be a very positive time period, and we need to enjoy it, tremendously. We have a lot of good aspects, and I'll be talking about that, there. So if you're interested, you'll be able to catch, all the information, there, and hopefully it will be something helpful to you. But for now and here, and for the next several minutes or so, we're going to do spot readings, for you in the audience. It's a new month, it's the end of winter, and we have a lot of positive energies. We're in the time of Pisces, the most intuitive and metaphysical and psychic, sign of the zodiac. The planet Neptune, of course, is the ruler, and we're going to use all of that energy to help us, bring in the spirits. And for you as well, an excellent time to connect and to develop your spiritual selves. So we'll wait for an audience to come in for us. And let's see, I'm looking here in the chat window. Let me just check for moderation. And let's see, just to set that there to allow people to come in and join us properly. And we got so far, I think, 2 viewers. So Valerie, let me know if you're there. And whoever else is there also, if you like to, you can say hello, also. And hopefully we'll get more participants joining as they see me, live and vivid. So we'll wait for a few minutes. So it is a fascinating month. We have a very positive next 4 weeks. Very rare at this point. So no negative connotations. Hi, Michaela Jones. There you are. Hello. And we have a lot of good energy, for this month. Do capitalize on that. This is a good time to breathe, relax. Don't hold on to worries or tensions, concerns. Hello, Tommy Farrell. Nice to see you as well there. And so I'm glad that we're getting an audience going. Good for you. And more will come, hopefully. And those of you who may be new, welcome. I do this program at least once a week on Friday evenings, live, on Zoom or on Facebook. Sometimes on Facebook, as you see here, but mainly, from Zoom. An announcement that I'm making also is that next week's program will be broadcast, from YouTube. So I'm going to make an attempt there on my Metaphysical Communion channel to actually go live, there. I had tried it before, but I had a little problem with the audio, there a few weeks ago. But I've pretty much figured out what the problem was. So I anticipate that we should be able to get good audio from my YouTube channel. So next week I am going to broadcast, live from YouTube. So I'll post that here, in the chat. If anybody who's watching this evening who would care to join in, you can just follow, me there. So we'll go into YouTube, see how that goes. And if necessary, then I'll also jump into either Facebook once again or Zoom, either one. And continue programming there as well. We like to use all the media that's available, to me. So it's all a learning experience. But since we have people already in the audience here, if you would like to ask a question from Spirit so I can provide messages to you, please go ahead and type that in. And we'll tap into Spirit for you. That's what we're here for after all this evening. So I'll wait for a moment to see if anybody out there would want to hear something or want to connect or needs a reading, whether psychic or mediumship, if the spirits are willing to come through in that way, we'll do it that way. So right now it is 10 p.m., which is very good. And obviously you all know where you are because you're here with me, this evening for live readings, for the month of March. And so we'll wait a bit to see if anybody has a question, would like, a spot reading. And we'll take it away from there. So, as I said a moment ago, we're in a very positive aspect right now. The planets are in good alignment. We have no planets in retrograde, for the next several weeks, all the way until the end of April. So that's a rare thing to experience. So all the planets are working at their full strength and working at our favor. This month, again, as the month of Pisces, right now for the next almost 3 weeks, is the time for great spirituality, for expansion of our metaphysical, intuitive abilities and gifts. This is a time for those who are interested to develop. This is when you can focus, concentrate, and start growing. Do your readings, do your education, do your research, connect, do whatever you need to do. This is prime time for your development. Do it and use it. We have lovely, wonderful energies flowing with us for this month. And we have favorable aspects that are about love, creativity, tranquility, also feeling with spirit. So express your creativity in whatever way you wish. Things will manifest for you. This is also the month where we begin the new zodiac year on March the 20th, as we welcome the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So we'll be moving from a water sign into a fire sign. And that will give us great power and strength. Our new moon is happening on March the 13th, obviously, in Pisces. So that'll bring a lot of time for camaraderie, for affection, relationships, improvement, expansion, communications. All of those traits, all of those aspects are working beautifully for us this month. Moving all the way towards the end when Venus comes in to join us for this month as well. In beautiful, favorable alignment, also. And of course, as the planet of love and beauty, it will help us even more towards the second half of this month. We have our full moon falling on the 27th in the sign of Libra, whose ruling planet is Venus. So again, a planet of love, peace, getting together, camaraderie, also understanding, empathy. We have all these beautiful aspects working for us. This is our time to come together once again, to reunite as much as we can. That will continue into April. So the spring starts to open up beautifully for us as well. We're going to have an earlier spring than predicted, as I stated before. I have sensed, the essence of change already occurring for us. So our spring, we're going to have some more powerful moments of winter. However, doesn't mean it's going to fully just flow in perfectly. We're going to still have winter showing itself. It needs to. This is the time period for it to do it, and the planet needs that. We need the cold. We need, the freeze. That helps bring balance, equilibrium, to the planet. It is healthy for our world. That's why the season is there. So we will experience some more of that, but we will also see and feel the powerful aspects this particular year of spring making itself known as well. So there's going to be a lot of extremes happening for the next several weeks here until balance is restored and spring fully arrives, on March 20th, March 21st. Sometimes it changes between the dates or so. So hopefully we'll get to see, the Stonehenge, as well as the spring equinox, falls upon us. And we'll get to see that live as we did last year, from England. I do hope that they do, present that once again. It was beautiful to see. And that always is a sign of hope and energy and light. And it is extremely, extremely metaphysical. We want to witness these experiences live so that we can just charge our own energy, with that. It radiates to us. It gives us power. It gives us strength. And we certainly need a lot of that with everything that we've endured in the past year. So, for some reason, people are a little bit shy, this evening about spot readings. That's a little unusual. Usually I have people coming in and wanting to, asking questions or typing in their questions. And I see that nobody has. That's very unusual. Again, we never know why. There's aspects that happen that we never know. Perhaps people are feeling a little bit more private and to themselves this time. That happens. Last week was the opposite. I had many people asking, for readings or so, and that was quite wonderful to experience. So I had a number of readings, last week, which was very good. We connected with spirit, and some people from the spirit came to visit us and provide their messages and their confirmation. It was lovely. So, okay, Tommy, you certainly can. Go ahead, type your question, please. That is what we are here for this evening. So, what do you have a particular question, something you want to know about? That way, it helps me tune in more with your energies, and I can focus in and we can get more. So, if you have a particular question, you'd like to find out something more, a particular aspect of your life, you need assistance with guidance, perhaps some confirmation, please let me know, and we'll start from there. And there's Kyla. Hi, Kyla. How are you? Thank you for coming in and joining us here. And, so again, provide your questions. That's the way we do it here for spot readings. All right, Tommy. So we're going to start with you with your question on love relationship. Very good. So for here, at this point, I get immediately a little bit of sense of, let's say, lowered energy, that way in regard to that area of things for you here. So there's a bit of a lowering of the energy there, right, relating to this area of your life. So the thing is to not fall into, that state of feeling weakened when it comes to relationship or relationship issues. Here is where you're going to have to change your perspective of things and start having more faith that will improve for you. I get a sense of that immediately, here as well. I get a sense that there's somehow something about a reconnection with someone from the past here that is desired, at least. I don't know if it's necessarily going to come through, but it is desired in some way. So I get immediately an opening there. So it's about a reconnection with someone from the past that deals with love relationship. And let's see if that is a possibility for the future, for you, here. And immediately what I'm getting a sense is not necessarily so. So I feel that you have to basically open up and immediately start opening up about new opportunities, new, relationships. And here is where I see that we have to have a little bit more faith in yourself in taking more action in the right way to open up to a new relationship and to draw that to you. The door is not closed for you, luckily, as I'm seeing here. I'm getting a feeling here. When I go to my right, which on your screen maybe you're seeing me left, but to me it's my right. Right is future for me. Left is past. So when I picked up on the previous relationship or previous, whatever relationship that was, that you had something and still, I think, have a sense of, that was on my left side. Here, right is future. There's an opening there, which is a good sign. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen ever. And that that path is open for you. Do I see anyone immediately right now? No, not at this moment. But it is for you to take action, which is the sense that I'm getting, and to open up and to find your way to connect and to draw someone or people to you. I feel it's more than just one person. You have the opportunity here to draw several people, to you. So it's about getting more social. Once again, which is hard under the pandemic circumstances, but doing what needs to be done, nevertheless, to open more of a social network for you to draw people to you, for you to connect with them, and for them vice versa to do the same similarly for you. So that is the area there that needs to open up for you. So right now it's too soon about a particular person, but the aspects are positive that yes, you will be connecting with others later on, and that'll open those doors. And it's more than one person. I see several opportunities actually. So this is what you're like getting really started here. So you need to do that. You're there. That'll be helpful to you. Because right now, whatever it is or was or is currently in the past or current is not, from what I get a sense, not exactly going to do more for you at this time. So that is what I see here. So take that for what it's worth for you. And we're moving along, and we have Kyla, a grandfather. Let's see. No, Kyla, not at this exact moment. Maybe that'll come in a little bit so. The only thing I see is the symbol of a key for some reason. I don't know if that relates to your grandfather in some way, but tuning into your energy, I see a symbol of a key for some reason. And it's a key that's in the form of an Egyptian ankh, which is, of course, a symbol of Egyptian. That's for me because I connect with those symbols. But for you, it's more of a key. So it's about, something new coming your way and opening that door basically for you. There's some new experience heading with that. You have to be brave enough to turn that key. That's symbolic, by the way, to turn that key to open and find out what is there. So it's for you to move forward with a new experience and open up to it and see what it brings for you. Let's see if grandfather or whatever energy comes in a little later for you. Sometimes that happens afterwards for us. Hello, Lori. Good to see you. Hello, Mary. Good to see you as well. You're welcome, Tommy. Good to know that you're there. I'm glad that hopefully that is helpful to you. And let's see, Mary, for your guides, let's see what comes through there. Yes, actually, for you, I'm picking up that there's a big number of people actually, around you, and you're very active with them. You're really making a big effort or so to connect with them and to communicate strongly with them. And I see a lot of smiles and laughter actually as I'm saying this, but in a good way, because that means that's very positive, that you're connecting. And it's very, very open, very gregarious, very, positive for you. So, hi, Valerie. Good to see you back again. Thank you. Valerie was with me before on Zoom, and now she's come back, here to join us, here on Facebook. So, yes, so right away, Mary, you have a number of guides, with you. Very gregarious energy, laughing a great deal, but in a good, strong way. That means the connection is very strong. You're making a strong effort, to connect with them a great deal. I get a sense of a lot of family also as your guides in particular, for you. There's a nice group of people up there, and they all seem to be family members who have passed. I don't get anyone yet that's distinctive or different. It's a group of people who have moved on, and they're certainly very much aware of you, and they're very pleased that you make the effort and that you communicate with them, a great deal, or attempting to a great deal. So keep that up, because that connection is very strong, and they are with you. And more than you may realize, you're hoping for more of a connection, more of a direct line. Um, and it may be a little bit frustrated right now because you're not feeling what you would hope, to be feeling. But I guess is that they're really there, and you don't need to be so focused on, I need to really feel you or so, because they are there. You're just gonna relax about it, and then you'll start to feel that more and more. As I said earlier, this month in particular is a good month for development and for really increasing on communication with the other side, with the Piscean energy, with Neptune's energy. Very, very strong and very positive, there. And let's see, let's move on. Now people are popping in lately. Let's see, for Valerie, it's grandma here, whatever. Let's see. Um, hmm. What I see for you for grandmother right away is I see a lady in front of a mirror for some reason. That's the symbol I'm getting. So there's something symbolic about the mirror for some reason. Grandma sits right next to this mirror, and that's for some reason a sign. Valerie, let me know if grandma had a particular mirror that she was fond of or that you were aware of that was a keepsake, for her, because I see a lady sitting next to a mirror. There's a small round like table with a white tablecloth, and there's a kind of a mirror that stands. They're not a very, very big mirror, but that stands. But that's also communication and connection, also, too, very clear. And the communications are very strong and being helpful there. You're welcome, Mary. Now, so let me know if that makes sense for you. Yes, good. I'm glad that family makes a strong connection for you. Lori, let's see. All right, well, for you, Laurie, let's see. The spirit is very strong with you lately. There's a lot of fluctuation of movement for you. You've had a lot of experience with spirit lately, as we know. And because of that, in the recent transitions or so, that is very much open and alive for you. So if you're getting signs, it has a lot to do because of the opening, not necessarily from those that pass so much, but just the fact that because of the transitions that have occurred, that doorway, that opening for spirit is really open and alive. So you're very sensitive and very aware and getting, signs and messages and sensations happening to you. So keep continuing with that because there's more to come. You are opening up to it. You want that to increase. You want to increase that connection so you can start to really see what it is, what it means, and listen to what you're feeling and see what happens and show you that you're right. You need confirmation. And that's what you're going to start getting as you continue being more sensitive and attuned. In that way, you'll start getting the signs more and more. You'll be more sure that what you're seeing and where you're connecting is true. They're trying to connect with you. They're trying to send communication to you. And it's about deciphering it and seeing what it is. I'll get back to you in a moment. There's more to come, there for you there. And hey, Danny, how are you? Good to see you here. For you. Okay, that'll be fascinating. For you, we have lots of movement immediately. Um, hmm. Changes afoot. There are things that are hidden that you don't reveal very much, are still of concern, for you. I'm getting the sense of that, too, with you right away. Just keep being brave as you are. Things will continue to manifest. Thank you, Danny. I don't want to reveal too much here publicly, in this area of things for you. But you're just going to have to keep holding tight there. Do what you're always doing here. Patience is truly something you're going to need to really have to focus on more. You have a lot of faith, and we know that for sure. And that will start to regulate in regards to health in particular. Let's just say that we still have to deal with an aspect there, not for you in particular, but I'm talking about someone else that I think you know who I mean. There. So that's still an ongoing issue there that still needs to be, closely monitored and looked at, and just keep a close eye, to make sure that things, continue, to be stabilized there and to improve gradually. As for you and your health in particular, here, things are good there for a bit or so. It's still contemplating a few things that'll help, make it better for you health wise. Right now, things are kind of stabilized here, and that's a good thing. And being very cautious. That I will verbalize to you right now. You need to be a little bit cautious still, there. But things are stabilized there. This is a good thing. But look for the future for improvement there. I feel, Danny, but by the mid-spring, you'll be able to make a move there in regards to your health that would be helpful to you, because you'll be able to do it more at that time. So be aware, of that, there, also, okay? So I do believe you know what I'm talking about here, mid-spring in particular. So we're looking here more towards, let's say, late April to early May, for you. That's when you start to get some news regarding that. That'll be helpful, to you there. Okay? So move there. And let's see. Who else is asking for information? I gotta move back to someone here because I'm getting a pull towards Valerie. Let me know about Grandma and the mirror. Okay, because I'm getting a sense that she's very much there. The mirrors is spirit and connection and communication, there. But this is because of you in particular, not so much from her. It's you, and you having to up your energy, for more spiritual connection, which would be strengthening you and helping you out. In regards to relationship issues, because I get a feeling of that, there is where things are going to start to, I feel a surge of energy coming on, where things will start to open up more. In the next 2 months in particular, someone is going to present themselves to you. So watch for that. I feel a very strong surge of energy where there's going to be a meeting with someone that'll be interesting there for you. And that will help expand that area of your life in regards to relationship and love. Someone will be really helpful for you in that area of things, for you. Kyla, I haven't forgotten you because I'm still focusing on Grandpa for you. And I'm just scrolling back a bit because I know you asked about Grandpa or so. And what I see now relating to grandfather, because I'm getting a pull for that, is grandfather and uniform of authority in some way. And for some reason, there's an alignment or an energy with you that relates to the authorities and people in uniform. And if I remember, I think I mentioned something to you once before about this, about people like in uniform, like the authority, police or so for some reason, and people that you are close to or affiliated with that deal with authority. And once again, now with grandfather, I'm also getting a sense of uniform, someone in authority. So I don't know if he was a policeman or worked in law enforcement or so in the past, or related to that in some sort of authoritarian law type of thing. But there's an association there that I'm picking up, with him, for you. But nevertheless, there is the area of people in authority and in law enforcement. And that energy is assigned and very close and affiliated with you or in your family, line. So I'm picking that up again, once again. And grandpa's energy has a sense and a feeling of that too here, also. And that's very strong, very powerful. You have a very powerful guardian watching over you because of that, too. And that's great protection, for you as well. In relating to other things for you, Kyla, let's see. It's about, education is coming and furthering that education more and more. So there's something opening up and developing more and more once again for you there. That's your next area for your future development. And focusing in on that and broadening that and getting closer, to that, to a goal. So that's a continuing theme for you. And that's where you need to be focused on, because that's starting to, again, get stronger for you and it's getting closer to you. And that's where your focus is to be, and that's going to help you a great deal with branching out in your education, because that'll open up more of a future for you, where you'll again be able to take better care of yourself and have to rely on others, for that. That is going to be very successful for you, and that is coming through. But you've got to really be diligent and focus in the education area. Broadens for you once again, and you have to focus in on taking those steps and putting that together and moving along there in that area of things. And let's see who else. As I'm scrolling down the line here, I'm just make sure I'm not missing anyone here. Okay, for you. And we have that there. We have that there also for you. Okay, that's interesting. Danny, if you're still on, the spirit that is in your home with you a great deal is very strong with you right now at this time period. So that gentleman that's associated with your house is making his presence known to me very clearly. And he is very, very active with you at this time in the home environment. Very strong connection. He helps you a great deal. I hope you're still with us here. And he just wanted to make his appearance and let it know that he's working very, very strongly with you in this time period. So it's a strength. And he's helping to set things right for you and to give you a surge of energy and strength when you need it. That you have that help, you have that backup, with you there. So I hope you're still on and you're listening to this. So his presence is very close and very strong, with you. So be assured of that. And let's see, does anyone else out there have anything else to ask or say? It's right now 10:28. So we're going to keep this going till 10:35, okay? And so if anybody has any last questions, any burning, desire to know something, now is your time, for that. So please, come through. If not, tune in next week. As I said, I'm going to be broadcasting from YouTube on my channel, Metaphysical Communion there. So we're going to give it a crack at it, there, and just go to a broader audience. And hopefully all of you out there who are watching me can join me there. I'll send, the information next week, for that. And again, depending on how that works, we can also move it then also to either Zoom or Facebook Live, too. The key is to just provide messages, to get out there and to connect, for you. That's the important thing. So we'll do that as well. You can spot for that information on my public page on Facebook, The Angelus Cologne, Transpsychic Express. And let me just type that in here, just in case, for me. And let's plop that in there. So that's where you can find me there. And for those of you who are new, you can check into my page, and I put a lot of interesting information there. So you might find it fascinating, there too. And as we move along, Angelique, how are you? I was thinking about you a lot, this week. And I've been, so I'm getting a sense of you. So I'm not surprised that you popped in to say hello. So good to see you. And I will tell you, for you in particular, things, are going to go very, very well in regards to your health and well-being, okay? You're doing the right thing. You're on the right track. You're going to get stronger as, things progress, for you. I'm providing that to you right now. And that's going to go well. Things on the home front also will improve greatly. Also, everybody's going to be more mellow and more harmonious. So get ready for that. That'll be a very welcome experience as all of you start to communicate more and get along very, very well. There's going to be more opening of communication with you and your family. And that's going to be bringing all of you even closer than ever. I mean, you're all very close, but you're going to be closer than ever before. Okay? So you have that one there too. Also, I'm getting a sign for you. I don't know if you're still in communication. I do believe you are, for your friend Helen, because suddenly they're providing to me about Helen. Okay? And I do believe you know who I'm talking about. You've known Helen for many, many years. I've known about her. I don't know her personally, but I've known about her for a long time. For some reason, I'm telling you this, she popped into mind all of a sudden. So you're going to be connecting with Helen. She's going to be reaching out to you very, very soon. Okay. I know she was, I do believe, a good friend of your mother. So she's your aunt. Okay, lovely. So Helen and you will be connecting for something. There'll be something coming together. She may be asking you for something or for some advice or whatever, but she's going to be connecting with you shortly. I get a good feeling about this. You're going to be in good communication. You're going to be helpful to one another. She's going to need or ask something from you. So get ready, okay? You will be there, to be of assistance. That she came through, I can almost see her actually before me. I don't recall really actually seeing her, but right away that came through. There's going to be something they're coming through for both of you, okay? So be aware. Yes, that is true. That was several weeks ago. Yeah, we ran into each other over there for a bit. So that is so. And there's a baby shower. Okay, I see that because that's a positive thing. So there's more involvement there, more coming through. So that's a positive, very positive thing. So there's going to be asked for more assistance or more help, there, okay? So you're going to be communicating a lot more with Helen in particular. So be aware of that. So I'm glad I was able to provide you that information, that message. And I have someone new up here. Let's see. So for you, QG, because I think that's what your name is here. Yeah, QG, very good. Okay. So you're a new person for me. Welcome. And your question is, let's see. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one, QG. Let me see. Um, at this point, hmm. At this time, QG, you're going to have to continue with that. So I'm not getting an immediate yes right now. What I do get a feeling is that the energy is on the rise for that. And keep going and doing what you need to do, because that is starting to open up and there's more energy coming in for you in that aspect of things. So be persistent and continue, because that doorway is starting to become more of a positive for you. I don't get a sense of something right immediately yet. Not really, but what I do get a sense is that there's a big sign of hope, opening up an energy that's opening up for that, for you, okay? So really be, focused on that, because I get the sense that something will develop soon, a lot sooner than, that I'm even sensing right now. So something is in the works, let's put it that way. Not exactly at this moment, but it's starting to come in that way, and something will start to develop for you in that area of things, okay? So that's a very positive, good feeling I have, for you there. Christina, how good to see you. I miss you too. It's been so long. I see you from time to time. I know you're doing okay, which is a good thing to see. And Angelique, let me see, for you in that area, in regard to relationship and love, um, hmm, right now things are just stable. I don't get a sense of anything immediately coming to you yet. Um, right now, it's not really happening for you there in that area. Okay, just be patient and open up a bit more. You have other things to focus on, and you are a major work in progress, and things are starting to move along. Even though there's been maybe a few kinks, but you're going in the right direction. So just be open and have hope for that. Well, sometimes that happens, Miha. The right time hasn't happened for you yet. Now, you're welcome, QG. Mary, let's see. All right, Mary, let's see. For you, in regards to, let's see. Let's get a sense of things. Mhm. So far, all right. You're doing all right, Mary. If there's any little one or two little setbacks or whatever, don't panic. Okay, because healing sometimes doesn't really happen immediately that, oh, we see a big change and just keeps going and building and building and building. There's a little thing kink here and there. Don't fret about it so much. That's kind of normal. So far things will continue to improve for you and get better, as I see. um, if you feel a little something that may be going back a bit, don't panic, okay? Because that's going to that's going to then weaken your energy. I've spoken about that a lot in previous programs about weakening one's own energy. So you need to just stay focused and continue your progress. In February, I told you about your health, and so improving, and that will improve, I think, and I feel a sense of improvement. Just sometimes you may feel a little something, but that's normal in the circumstances. Just keep progressing. You will continue to gradually improve and get stronger. So the thing is to be strong, here for that. And you're welcome, Angelique. You're very welcome. Hi, Zia. How now I was going to close. Everybody's popping in all of a sudden. And oh, you just got out of work. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. I hope everything went well, for you. And let me say, I'm also typing in another thing for myself here. So hold on a second. So I can provide that to you here. And let's see. Let me just do this quickly for you guys. Let's see. Hold on a second. I just typed this in quickly. Okay. Just do this for a bit. Gives my energies a chance to settle for a moment too as well, so it can be clearer for you. Okay. And let's see. Okay. I just typed this one thing. Okay, there we go. Good. So we got that one there too. Okay. So we have that one there. Let's see. And Christina, you you want to know about your love life. Okay, hold on. Oops. Let me just get that out of the way here for a moment. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna miss anything here. Okay, so I got Zia here, I got Christina here. Let's see. Okay. All right, we'll address these final three questions here. Christina, it's been a while since I've done a reading for you. Let's see. For you here, well, there's someone that seems to be of interest. I don't know if it's you to him or him to you, but I see someone of interest here. Right now, it kind of feels like at the very early stages or so. I don't even know if you're aware exactly. I see someone here who's a little bit on the blondish hue in regards to hair color. And kind of like a light energy. So this is something that feels kind of like very, very new to me, here of interest. I don't even know if you're aware, of this person, or at least fully yet. But this feels like something very, very new. So there's not much, of anything going on, any history, or not much of a history in this way, but I do get a sense of that, there, of that energy being present. And so let's see what happens there. I think you know this person already from what I'm getting a look at here. It's right dead center, to me, which is very interesting for me to see. Usually I pick up on one side or the other, but for you here, with this particular person, I see him right dead center, here. So there's something very present, and it has a very new feeling for a new relationship to develop. So let's see where that goes. It's a nice mellow kind of energy, here. So I like this energy. I like the energy associated with this person. Again, because it is so new. So this is a good sign. So let's see what develops there for you, here. And let's see for Zia. Let's see. Yes. Well, let's see about Violet. Well, let's see. Um, that, is present, to put it plainly and simply. I get a little bit more of a depth of energy here, relating here for both of you right now. That's very interesting. So there's something like a deeper sense of connection or communication somehow happening, here. So that feels good. So let's see, perhaps there's been more of a communication lately, getting more of a closer connection lately between you and the V, and see if, that, develops into something more finally for you. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that connects for you, Christina. And Christina, I've been thinking a lot about California again lately for some reason. Oh my God, Nana. Lord, I want to get back there again. I know it's not the best conducive thing because of the pandemic or whatever, but the last few days I've been getting this surge and this feeling for California, big time once again. And it's telling me that I need to get back there. So let's see, hopefully when this thing starts to really wind down or get better, I hope to get over there again as soon as possible. I just need to breathe over there once again. Yes, me too. Well, you know how to connect with me, Christina, okay? And you know that I'm doing readings now, privately, through Zoom and through Skype. Also, so you need to connect with me that way. Just private message me, okay? If you want that type of connection, one-on-one, okay? That's been going very well, actually, for me. So I'm very happy about that. And you've been kind of an inspiration, actually, for that, too. Thank you so much for long ago. And you inspired me to do that, and I managed to finally get through. And doing YouTube as well. So I have you to thank, as inspiration for all of that. So blessings to you. And let's see. As we move down the line, let's see. Now we got everybody popping in for questions. As I said I was going to go, then everybody came in. Well, let me tell you, Angel. Melissa, I do think a lot about her, and I do get a strong connection with her. Of course, we all miss her greatly, and especially you, for heaven's sake. I do get a sense that Melissa is well and fine. Have no worry. She's settled. In fact, she really much settled there from the beginning, over there. And I do believe that you know that on some level. Too. I do know that you've had some signs from time to time, especially at the beginning. And I do get a sense that she's just doing well, and she's, at peace and being very, very conscious and very focused and very alive. She's doing excellent. And, I can't help but not think of, because I pass by her home practically every day when I'm going to work. So every time I see, that she comes to mind greatly. When I go to work, when I come back from work, and sometimes even here. So I always have a connection with Melissa, that way. And she's fine. You have nothing to worry about. She's just glorious, actually. And I get a sense of a big smile, as I'm talking about her, from her, that beautiful sense of peace and good energy that she always carried with her, okay? So rest assured, she's doing lovely. And if ever I get more of a connection or something, I will let you know for sure. So don't worry. If anything majorly significant comes through, I will let you know, okay? And she's with everybody. She's with everybody who thinks of her, always. So have no worry, okay? And let's see. So we have there for Zia, Mary. Let's see. At this point, Mary, as I just explained to you before, it's just about patience and just things are moving ahead. Don't think about setbacks. If that happens or whatever, it's not going to be something that's going to be a major, major thing that's going to imperil your health. You will move forward. Things will improve. You got to be patient sometimes. I'm talking, I can feel already back here, as well as I'm talking to you, a little bit higher this time, actually, than I think the last time. So don't, get scared. Okay, just do what you need to do. These little things come up and move forward, and things will start to continue to improve for you. Great sense that I have for you there. Let's see. Okay. No, I don't think, the flan is going to happen that way, Nina. So I don't get that sense for sure. Yes, Christina, yes, honey, I'm dying to get back there, like I told you. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so very much. Yes, Christina. Good, good, good. Yes, I know. I had a feeling that she did, Angel. I'm just going down the line here. Yeah, Christina, girl, I can, and I'd love to see you again, and it's been too long. Oh my God, it's been so long. And let's see. I know, Angel, it always makes me happy to with Melissa because I know that she's okay. As I talk about her, actually, I see her actually with short hair, but it's grown. She's blonder now than the last time we saw her, and she seems to gotten this hairstyle where it's got, like it's swooping over, on the side. So she's got a part over here, and it kind of swoops over here, and it's very kind of tapered over here on the side, very kind of chic. And she's blonder, but she looks lovely. She looks very healthy, and very, very good. Her eyes are shining and just beautiful. She always had that shine in her eyes, but now they're shining, and she just looks very, very wonderfully healthy. And her hair looks that way, from what I see, what she shows me. So this is wonderful. She just wanted to elect to have that kind of hairstyle. So that's for you to know, okay? And thank you, Angel. Well, clean living, lots of water, lots of rest, you know, and that's how I do. I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. Thank you. Uh, who would you? That's an interesting question, Angel. Zia, who would you most like to see a painting of? Who would you most like to see a painting of? Goodness night. I've never thought of that. Do you have to think about that, Zia? I don't know. I'll let you know in a private message. That's interesting. Um, yes, Angel, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the, and Angel, I must tell you, you look wonderful. You look better than ever, Nana. I don't think she has to worry about that anymore, Angel. But going back to you, Angel, you look absolutely wonderful. We can see the change for you physically. It's incredible. I don't think you've ever looked so good since I first known you. For the pictures that you post and whatever, you can really, and you look younger as well. You really do. And it's just going to continue. Just continue to progress, in your journey. And I know that you're going to do it, and you're going to really continue and succeed even more and more from that aspect of things. You're going to look even younger, as you continue. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you, thank you. Well, let's see, when I go out to Long Island, let's see, more like in the spring or summer or so, when this thing starts to subside more, and it gets safer again to come together, which I do feel that's going to happen also. Yes, yes, and you're keeping that. And there's one thing about you, Angel. When you make your mind up to do something, Miha, you go ahead and you do it. And when you really know there's something that's good, you will do it. And that's what you're doing here. You're really accomplishing. You've always had a very strong, powerful mind, for that. And you've been able to accomplish your goals because you do. You set your goals and you do move ahead and you do complete them. And that's something very inspirational. And you're going to look so much better by the summer than you do already. I think a lot of people will not even recognize you. It's going to be incredible, okay? And thank you, Zia, as always. Thank you. And she appreciates, your sentiments when you send. I let her know. And she always says thank you, to you. She appreciates you very much, for thinking of her, always. So thank you for that. And let's see. I don't hope I didn't miss anybody's question. Let me see. Moving along. Let's see. All right, so what time is 10? Oh my gosh, almost 11 and we're still here. Well, I'm glad the Facebook worked out successfully. So at this point, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm glad that our March messages, are working out so beautifully. So as I said before, next week, I am going to make the attempt, to broadcast the program from YouTube live. So that should be my first full program directly from YouTube. So I'll post in the week, about that and exactly when, what time. It should be next Friday, actually. And hopefully the audio will work as it did when I did the test. And we can do that and hopefully we can get a bigger audience from then on. As I said, if things don't necessarily work out quite the way I hope or so, then I'll move over, to Zoom or Facebook, live and continue like I did this week, here. So just stay tuned. I'll put all those instructions there. So I'm looking forward to that and hopefully and pray that it works. But either way, we will have a program no matter what. One way or another, there will be a program. So that's the most important thing of all. So I will do more readings, there, next in a week. I need to do more readings this way. I want to do that for all of you and for you to connect, and it'll be glorious. For those of you who wish private consultations, with me, you can just get to my Facebook public page, the Angeles Colon Transpsychic Express. You can messenger me there privately. I've set up a new button there so you can see appointment times, there of my availability. So if you happen to go into that, you can post, there and select a time, also that you'd like, for a private reading with me. And then we'll discuss all the other details, afterwards. So just putting that out there for any of you out there who are interested. Please pass that information to anyone that you feel might be interested as well. And I will make my availability to you, that way. And let's see, anyone else? Let's see. You see, oh, really? Well, Angel, you've touched upon something I've been thinking about for a while now. Thank you so much. That's something I've been contemplating with a bit more frequency. So you're right, in that area there. And it's just how to do it because I've never done anything like that before. And I've had people from the past tell me you should write a book. And I remember our dear Elaine Resnick, who was the founder of the co-founder of the Eyes of Learning, a metaphysical organization out in Long Island. And she told me, from the very beginning, you're going to write the book. You need to write the book. So let's see about that. That book would be quite a whopper because I've had quite an experience in my existence here on this planet. So it would be tremendous. It would be more like a mini series, actually, than a book. So it's something I'm thinking about. Self-publishing is a very difficult process. I've had friends who have done that. That entails a lot. And right now, I don't know if I have really the time here for all of that, but I haven't even started anything yet. So we'll see about this. Something I'm thinking about. And I just can I have a title, which is a good thing, and even a cover, or an idea for a cover already. So we'll see about that. Let's see how that goes along as things progress here. But thank you for that. That's a nice confirmation. And on that note, everyone, if we don't have any last burning desire of a question, we're going to take this, to the conclusion for this evening. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope the messages were meaningful, for all of you. And we'll do this again next week then. And hopefully earlier. So I do hope that everything works on YouTube and we can start earlier so we can end a little earlier as well and do what we need to do, okay? But on that note, it's almost 11. I thank you so much for joining me this evening. and we'll get more of a connection for spirit next time. And we'll come together again. So I wish you a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It should be a dry one, a little cold, but dry. Get out, do everything you need to do. I know I intend to do that. Be well, good thoughts. St. Patrick's Day is approaching, so we can focus in more on the Celtic energies, to help us out. As I said earlier, we have a new moon approaching in Pisces on March the 13th. So we have a lot of spiritual energy this month, just to remind you. So tap into that. I certainly will for next week's broadcast. So we're going to touch upon a lot of that aspect of spirituality and energy. So on that note, see you then. Blessings to all of you. Thank you, everyone here. I know Christina's a little earlier in California, but thank you as well. Have a good night. Good dreams, sweet dreams to all of you as well. And we'll come together again, next week. So take care and blessings, everyone. Mwah. Good night.